Pretty boy James Harden. Aiming at your boy.
Tommy. Tommy. Ah! What's poppin', Team Tommy? Hey, today we have nuclear blasts that were caught on film. I'm pretty sure that's the preserved on film. Now, I'm not gonna cap. Like, I think these explosions are like cool to see, but at the same time, bro, blowing up islands for fun is kind of wild. It's kind of wild. And like even with like the like Hiroshima stuff, bro, I heard like a month before the Japanese gave up, they wanted they came to terms with the war and they wanted to end it, and Truman rejected it, bro, and bombed them, bro. So I don't know, bro. I don't know, but we finna see. We finna see.
Sometimes the noise of news reporting can numb the significance of a story. For example, the ongoing talks with North Korea over its nuclear arsenal. The fury and force of a nuclear
Bro, I wonder what countries like North Korea and like Russia and stuff say about the U.S.
truly has to be seen to be believed.
Cause bro, the U.S. be tweaking.
To this report from David Martin.
Miles back, observers from all services and several allied nations stand by for the first daylight tower shot.
Whoa! You couldn't even see anything.
This is a really big fireball. It'll be about 2 miles across.
Now, thanks to a project headed by
Bro, that's like the Godzilla blast, bro.
National Laboratory in California, the public can see them as never before.
It's unclassified. It's not a threat to national security.
Starting in 1945.
Yo, are they like creating a star?
10 nuclear tests above ground. All of them recorded on film.
Bro, hold on, bro. Because I know y'all saw that, bro. Bro, it literally looked like a star, bro.
National Laboratory in California. The public can see them.
Bro. That's crazy, bro.
As never before.
That's crazy.
Classified. It's not a threat to national security.
Starting in 1945, the U.S. conducted 210 nuclear tests above ground. All of them recorded on film.
200?
Many angles as possible.
I now declare that the United States does not propose to conduct nuclear tests in the atmosphere so long as other states do not do so.
That ended in 1963 when, for the good of the planet, the U.S. and the Soviet Union agreed to stop testing in the atmosphere.
Let's play this in fast motion, and you can see that Mach stem crawling up.
Unlike most of us, Spriggs understands the physics that produces these spectacular images.
Temperatures can reach
That's wild.
about 10 million degrees up to about 15 million degrees initially. Degrees Kelvin. Very hot. Very hot.
At the outer edge of the fireball is a shock wave. But the fireball doesn't vaporize, the shock wave crushes. See those tiny objects in the foreground? Those are tanks about to be hit by the shock wave.
When it first starts off, it's moving at Mach 100, 100 times the speed of sound.
Damn.
Here's the mushroom-shaped cloud which climbs into the sky, spewing radiation.
That's directly tied to the nuclear fallout, which was very, very sensitive to the cloud height.
Y'all just doing that next to boats?
From one blast, Spriggs discovered the original calculations made 50 years ago were off by a full mile.
Instead of 35,000 feet, it was something like 40,000 feet, and it was because of the way they measured it.
That made him wonder if calculations from all the other blasts were wrong as well. It was more than just academic curiosity. Those calculations are used to predict the performance, what Spriggs calls the yield, of today's weapons.
If you measure the shockwave
those aren't nukes,
by 1%, you will be off by 5% in the yield.
So Spriggs set out to reanalyze and then release to the public the estimated 9,000 rolls of film that had been shot. He found most of them in the archives at Los Alamos National Laboratory.
9,000 films of nukes being blown up.
Untouched for decades. A vast scientific treasure trove left to decay.
I've had a challenge with some cans, just getting the can open.
Jim Moy is one of this country's foremost film preservationists. Once entrusted with the Zapruder film of President Kennedy's assassination, he now has the job of retrieving the only visual record of America's most fearsome weapons.
I want to first, once I open a can, determine the condition of the film. And one way is by smell, because any acetate-based film, as the base that carries the image starts to decay,
Damn.
put off an odor, which is called vinegar syndrome.
Smells like vinegar.
It does, exactly.
It sounds like basically it's a race against time.
It really is. Because until those cans are opened, you don't know the condition.
Some of the film has been lost forever. But Moy
I wonder how much he get paid.
most of it, using a scanner to convert each frame to a digital file.
Here, we're able to analyze all the Fireball films in an automated way.
Digital technology allowed Spriggs to analyze the films with much
Bro, technology's came a long way. That's crazy, bro.
Down the cable and vaporizing the cable.
and he found that the measurements made decades ago over the Pacific Ocean and Nevada desert were inaccurate.
The best they could do in the 50s was on the order about plus or minus 7, maybe 10%. So we're talking maybe plus or minus 100 kilotons for a 1 megaton shot.
A kiloton is an explosion equivalent to 1,000 tons of TNT. 100 kilotons is about 6 times bigger than the bomb which leveled Hiroshima, killing a third of the population. The Pentagon would not tell us if the new data from the old tests had forced
Hold on, we killed a third of their people.
nuclear targeting plans. But that does not
White people just be killing everybody. That's crazy.
like this, frozen for 1
And they got numbers now too, bro. They came back strong.
This fireball truly looks like an alien come to devour the earth. What do you hope the public gets out of watching?
I hope they appreciate just how horrific these weapons are. This is something that can kill millions of people in the blink of an eye.
Spriggs is one of the few nuclear weapons designers old enough to have actually witnessed a nuclear explosion.
The 1962 weapon effects testing Operation Fishbowl.
The high altitude
What if it didn't take off, bro, and it just came straight back down?
The sky lit up like it was noon. No matter what direction you were looking, it just lit up. And it took about 15 minutes for all the colors to fade away.
How does the real thing then compare with the film?
It's amazing the difference between what occurred out there and what's on the film.
As majestic and fearsome as those photos appear, they don't come close.
Not even close to what you see in real life.
Bro, imagine the sound of it. Oh my gosh. Hey, man. I mean, I guess if you get hit with one, though, you out in the blink of an eye. They said it. You're out like that. So you're not about to just feel it. But wow. That's wild. But hey, shit, Team Tommy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And love, peace, and chicken grease.